going to skip a rate
About the number?
so far. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to TYFW's X-Men Special. I'm Nathan Ligon, resident film critic for ThankYouFW.com, and we are going to talk to you about all things X-Men. I'm going to count down the 5 X-Men movies in the order of least good to best. First movie we're going to talk about this week is number 5, X-Men Origins Wolverine. It should come as no surprise that X-Men Origins Wolverine is at the bottom of my list here. It is the silliest, strangest, and shortest of all of the films. It's just simply an origin story about Wolverine, but it skips over everything that would be important so that we can get some mundane bit of existence that we already figured out from number 2. So, although it does have some fun action sequences, X-Men Origins Wolverine is only okay.
The air is still, and the night has fallen. There's only one question you must answer. Who will you stand with?
Alright, number 4 on my list is X-Men Last Stand. This is the last film in the trilogy, and it's actually a fairly good film. I know that it got a little bit of flack from critics, but I enjoyed it for the most part. I had a little bit of problems with some of the characters that get introduced last minute and some of the twists and turns, and there's a little bit of ridiculousness going on here, but the characters that we have gotten to know over the first 2 films, you become so emotionally involved with by this point that when people begin to die and bad things begin to happen, you really do care. So if you've seen the first 2 movies, you really can't quit without seeing this. So, number 4 on my list, X-Men Last Stand. Number 3 on our list is the one that started it all, the original X-Men. In this film, Wolverine and Rogue serve as our sort of vessels to the school for gifted youngsters that Professor Xavier has begun. With wonderful introductions to most of the characters in the X-Men world, the original X-Men serves as a really fun beginning to what ended up being a very good franchise. Number 3 on my list, X-Men. Number 2 on our list, X-Men United. This film brings good and evil together to work as a team to defeat something that's even worse than Magneto. This is an emotional film that really captures the essence of all of these characters and, as should be done, mixes outstanding action sequences with bits of great dialogue. Number 2 on our list is X-Men United.
You have the chance to become part of something much bigger than yourself. What do you know about me? Everything.
X-Men First Class is without a doubt the best X-Men film made yet, and if it weren't for some tiny problems, then it would also be one of the best superhero films ever made. Yes, my friends, this is that good. Almost. The story for X-Men First Class is set on the backdrop of the Cuban Missile Crisis, and places our mutant heroes right in the middle of an impending Armageddon. Charles Xavier, played fabulously by James McAvoy, and Eric Lyncher, the amazing Michael Fassbender, are mutants with different views, but they both have the same mission. That mission is to take down Sebastian Shaw, played here by Kevin Bacon, an evil tycoon who is responsible for the death of Eric's mother in a concentration camp in 1944. For Charles, this mission holds a higher purpose. For Eric, it's cold-blooded revenge. While the central plot may revolve around stopping the evil Kevin Bacon, The real heart of this film lies in the relationship between Charles and Eric. This is a relationship that we know will come to define them both, and these amazing actors disappear into these roles so well that you will honestly wish the movie never left them. So while not perfect, X-Men First Class is an outstanding film that everyone who has ever loved these characters would be committing a cardinal sin to miss. A dazzling spectacle filled with Bond-like intrigue, superb performances, and the sort of action you come to expect from a summer blockbuster. Matthew Vaughn has put the X back in X-Men. I hope it's here to stay. An enthusiastic 3.5 stars for X-Men First Class. My #1 X-Men film. Alright, that's going to do it for our show today. Be sure to tune in just a couple of days for my indie report on movies like Midnight in Paris and The Tree of Life. Also, don't forget to tune in next week where we will be reviewing Shot and Cut Films' most look forward to movie, Super 8. From all of us here at thankyufw.com, we thank you for watching.